Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Olsen. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time here with White. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Watch the screen. Pass. Watch 80 weapon. Safety's creeping.
On second down, they'll run with White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a third down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker.
From the gun, Herbert. He's got Evans. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
6-6, pull it high.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip.
Get it.
On first down, Herbert dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Break. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Second and 3. And he rifles one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Herbert looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play fake. Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. A gain there of 30 big ones.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go! 56. Mike, 56.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, it's Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Ready up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So they get nothing on first down, just back to the 1. They need some room to operate.
They certainly do, because you know they're going to be aggressive on the defensive side. They're going to come after you. So you practice this at OTAs, you practice this in mini camp, you practice this in preseason camp. 1 first down gives your punter room. 2 first downs is what you're seeking in order to make sure you flip the field a little bit.
Ready.
On second down now. It's White. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Back, back, back.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's got this one complete to Perriman. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Crunch. Hey, move. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 2. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Set up. 70, Indy.
Not today, you are.
Gone.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, zoom. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5. And this is caught by Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the ready. Hey, Haywood!
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, he's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Murray now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check my 50. Mike 50. Check my 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 50.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
On the set.
Right there in the middle. 50 smooth. Mark 55. Mark 55. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Switch.
Hey, Charlie.
54. Mike 54. Watch the slap. Watch the
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Set, ready. 18, Gator.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Your track. Your track.
5.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Yeah. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Go.
All you get is
5.
On 3rd down, Herbert. It's caught. Shepard. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First down, Titans.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to... And this is caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
54. I got you. 54.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Herbert is going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, here's White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready, set. Topper, topper.
Get that ball. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Get it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Murray now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He completes it to Evans. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Set up, 15, line it, 15 line.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's it, baby.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Murray off play action. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Watch the pass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Herbert, and this is caught by Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 55, Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, this is Jackson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Going right side is White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch 6-6, pull it high.
Again, it'll be counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. From the gun, Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now, you've got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually, you show a little faith in your defense when you do that, because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot.
And Butker able to put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That man again, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Hey, high 7. 5.
2nd and 6. Evans has it left side. That one a first down pickup of 8.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Set. 60 outlaw. 55. We own now. We own now. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Off play action. Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all... Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go right back to White here on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running out of the gun with White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, echo. 54. Rock 54. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. It's 70, Indy. We don't want this. Shoot.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. They run on first down with Jackson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.